Did you know, in the largest fortress in Europe, there's an annual medieval festival. And this festival is called Knights and Legends. And we are just about to go there. So please join us as we enter the medieval times with the knights and lords and tannery and fighting duels and much more.
Inside Smederevo Fortress, history doesn't sit still. It moves, it fights, it breeds. Once a year, Knights and Legends takes over these walls and turns them into a living battlefield.
So what is the Smederevo Fortress? Well, it's a fortress built in the 1400s after the spot of Serbia went under, which means that for a while Belgrade as a capital also went down and it were not functioning as a capital anymore. Thus, they built this fortress from 1428 to 1432. It was a consecutive building, and it was mainly objectified to be used as the new capital. It ranges from the two different walls. So it's this wall we just entered, where the main festival is going to be. This is the outer wall, where the civilians and military were, and there's an inner wall where royals and leaders, politicians were to live.
Okay, as medieval times went, there were no discrimination, there were no weight limits, there were no gaps, they were just pure fighting. The best technician may win, not always the strongest, but maybe the quickest, the most technical.
What we call historical European martial arts is built on a real combat system written down centuries ago, refined in war, and carried through generations that didn't have the luxury of losing. Two fighters step in. Steel weapons, shields, axes, halberds, real weight and real speed. There's no choreography here, no staged outcomes. There's timing, control, and ability to read another human.
After watching that first tournament match, it really sparked interest and fascination through me, because it's not every day that you experience something like this in that matter and authenticity that they have done here. So now I'm going to spend some currency on some local mead or beer. Let's go and get some delicious Serbetio Nyam Nyam Tamo, because I'm fluent in Serbian, whether you knew it or not.
Long before the firearms, before distance made killing impersonal, men fought face to face, steel against steel. Every movement calculated, every mistake punished. The techniques themselves came straight from masters like Johannes Lichtenthal and Fior de Liberi. Men who didn't train for points, but for survival and war. Their systems were designed for real encounters, where hesitation meant death. You win by understanding distance, structure, and intent. By staying calm when everything in your body tells you to panic. Hema isn't about pretending to be a knight. It's about reconnecting with a mindset, discipline, awareness, and understanding that skill, not luck, decides the outcome.
So this festival that we just attended, we're taking a little break now, just to get our heads back in shape before we return towards the evening activities. This festival is annually to celebrate and commemorate the strong history that Serbia and the Yugoslavia and the Balkans do have, from the medieval times, from castles to emperors to wars, which is impregnated their own personality and their own culture. And they celebrate every time more than any other European country almost. So just wait for a minute and we will return for more interesting sights. But now, let's explore this church.
Once a year, Knights and Legends takes over these walls and turns them into a living battlefield. Armored fighters step in, steel hits steel. No scripts, no acting, just pure skill and carnage. This is where historical European martial arts meets real history, in the last capital of medieval Serbia. But it's not just the fights. You walk through fire-lit streets filled with blacksmiths, warriors, clans, taverns, and old-world crafts. You hear the drums, you smell the ale and the mead, you feel the ground shake. For a moment, you're not just watching the past, you're living it, partaking in it, experiencing it as it should be to respect Serbia's history.
So that was the perfect introduction for you to the medieval times of Serbia, Yugoslavia or Balkan, whatever you like to call it. Dear Baby has a lot of names, and this is just one fraction of it. So follow, subscribe, and see you next time.